Peace. This is your friend Miss Truthy, and I hope you're doing good. Listen, today's video will be discussing, is it biblically righteous for older men to marry and date younger women? Likewise, this video also applies to older women seeking to marry or date younger men. But before we get into this video, please remember to subscribe to this channel and let me know your thoughts. I'm interested to know what you have to say on this topic. So, should an older person marry someone who is significantly younger than them? The answer is a resounding no. Now, I do want to give a disclaimer. We're talking about significant age differences, but I'm not going to tell you what that number is. By the end of this video, you'll be able to discern for yourself what is considered a significant age gap. Proverbs 5:18 says this, "Listen, let thy fountain be blessed and rejoice with the wife of thy youth." So whose youth is this Bible verse talking about? If we listen closely to this verse, we'll see that God is instructing young men to be married and to be, sexually enjoying and rejoicing with their wife in their youth. Now, if we know that divorce and remarriage are not an option because divorce is hated by God and remarriage is a sin, also known as adultery, then how are we getting to the point where a 56-year-old man is marrying a 25-year-old woman? And once again, this refers to older women dating or marrying younger men as well. I believe some people call them cougars. Now, unless you're telling me that this older man or older woman, is a virgin or they've never been married before and don't have any children, well, then that would be an exception to the rule. But 99.9% of the time, I would venture to say that older people have likely been in previous relationships, sometimes even marriages, have pre-existing families before they come into these unions with younger people. The problem is that these older people who should be the elders and should be spreading wisdom to the young people are now seeking to dump their experiences, their baggage, their sins onto a younger person's life. And to my beautiful young people out there, listen, God, with all intentions and righteous purposes, wants you to have a clean, holy start to life. There is a dangerous trend going on in social media where social media platforms are telling young people to go after older people and older people to go after younger people. And some of the reasons given are about beauty and fertility and money, carnal and materialistic. Now, there are three main purposes for marriage that I'm aware of. One of them is enjoyment of your spouse, just enjoying your spouse, enjoying life. Number two is being able to usher your partner's spirit into the kingdom after death. And number three is to raise up godly seed, which means your children are more protected when mom and dad are together. So I don't see how you can accomplish this if you're marrying a man that's older than you and has children already, has other situations going on, or with a woman who has her other situations going on, and your children are now in confused family households, blended family households, where mom and dad are separated, and these children want to know why these children can see their mom and dad, but these children can't, and why is daddy over here and not there? Why is mommy there and not there? And that causes a lot of confusion. If you're a young person, the last thing you want to do is wrap yourself up or tie yourself down in that type of lifestyle early on. So just to recap, Proverbs is telling us that a young man should be married. He should be enjoying the wife of his youth. Then we know remarriage is a sin. And then if we look here in 1 Corinthians, it says, "Listen, for the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else were your children unclean, but now they are holy." So this scripture is clearly saying that Mom and dad should be working together in their relationship for the betterment of their children. So if you're going to tell me that you met a 56-year-old man, or and you're a younger woman, or you're a younger man and you meet an older woman, if you're going to tell me that this older man or this older woman has no pre-existing ties in their past, no children, no divorces on their belt, and they're virgins, okay, I would say I don't see anything in the Bible that's against it, but I would argue that that's highly, highly unlikely, because it's very doubtful that a 56-year-old man or even a 40-something-year-old man, and in many cases a 30-something-year-old man, has gone through their entire life without any children, any spouse, nothing. And if these people were really serious about, because some of these, these older people are even telling younger people that they believe in God and that they have this relationship with God, I say it is disingenuous, because if they actually had a good relationship with God, they wouldn't be looking to date in the first place. They would be looking to reconcile those past relationships that are either broken, be seeking to spend more time with their children and those type of things. Not out on the dating market looking for someone else who's youthful and fertile. God makes his intentions very clear. A young woman, a young man, both virgins, highly in love with each other, coming together, loving God and following God's laws, and joining in holy matrimony till death do they part. And the sad part is that you have older people trying to tell young people that this is not possible, that what God intended for your life is not possible, and is running game on young people. So to my young people, please have faith and stand strong with God, because if you do, God will stand strong with you. 2 Timothy says this, listen, this know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to their parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women, laden with sins, led away with divers lusts. So to my young men and women out there, I love you so much, and please don't be silly. Please don't allow these types of people to creep into your houses and give you excuses as to why it's okay and why it's not a bad thing. A lot of times these people will try to lure you in with money and gifts and things like that in exchange for their own lust. Scripture tells us that we don't have to worry about money, because God is going to provide for us always, as long as we have good faith in him and stand on his principles and morals. To be clear, a wise and good elder will never try to have sex with you. A wise and good elder will always try to share their wisdom and guide you through life. And with that, I say, I love you for listening.